Alright, welcome to my day 34 progression guide. So for today, we got another level increase. So I think it's pretty safe to say that we're probably going to get a level every 3 days. But with Acritical Island and Claudia coming out this week, there's a couple things we want to be ready for in the future. So starting out, you want to do Mia's Kitchen, you want to do your bounties, then you want to do your ruins. And for today, we got access to C02 hard. And then if you have any story left over, you want to make sure you complete it. You need to have this completed by Wednesday because we're going to Acritical Island Thursday. Now for vitality. So starting out, we got joint operations. And for today, we got access to bracers, chest piece, and a Shiro matrix. Like, this is not that bad, but I do want to warn you with your vitality. If you don't feel that you have enough materials to level up all your weapons once you reach level 65, you might want to start pursuing interstellar gates more than doing these joint ops. Or maybe just do joint ops on Tuesday when you have the best type of rewards. So next, let's talk about interstellar exploration. So if you see 2 or more in this category, that means it's a level 3 Stargate. But again, if they're booster frames or nanofibers, you might want to go ahead and just knock these out. So I want to go ahead and show you the materials that you're going to need to level up Claudia. If you look at this, you see you need quite a bit of tier 1 nanofibers and you need a lot of tier 2 nanofibers. On top of that, don't forget you have to level up your other characters, and most characters use nanofibers. So today you might want to take a look and see if you have enough resources ready to go once you reach level 65. If not, you might want to spend a lot of your time doing those stargates that I mentioned. I also leave a link down in the description to the site. Then you're not able to find any good stargates, you can do dimensional trials, just make sure you do difficulty 5. Or if you need money, you can do space-time domains, and just make sure you do difficulty 5. And for other ways to get XP, you can go for supply pods, you can do side missions, and also do password chests, but just make sure you force decipher, and rusted iron chests. There are also other ways to get XP, like doing the AFK farm in Frontier Clash. Also, you can do the Rain Collar Island, to where you can get a lot of boxes and mobs. But if you want more information on that, check out my XP farming video. Then don't forget to do your daily gifts. You want to go to the black market and talk to Hopkins. You want to go to Cetus Island and do the claw machine. Then you want to do your 2 ability trainings. Quick tip, if you get the rhythm training, Samir is MVP. Next, you want to maintain your vehicle. So some of the best places is Astra Shelter. The next place would be Bangi Shelter. After that, we got the Black Market. And the best place, High Crows. Also attack any elemental rocks you see for crystals. And now that it's a new week, we got access to Clare's Dream Machine, so you want to make sure you go around and open up password chest, rusted iron chest, and fight monsters, so that way you can get 7 of these to spawn, and you can get all your free resources. Next, we got the Road to Strife. Now remember, you want to make sure you get your 1200 star grit for today, and today we have access to all the events, so you can do, of course, your Stargates, just do 4 of those, and you have your 1200 star grit. You can do orienteering, to where you can race, and the higher you place, the more star grit you get. If you get first place, you can knock it out in 1 attempt, or you can do doubles mega arena, win 3 matches, and you're done. But I want to go ahead and stress again why you want to make sure you do this today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the shop. As you notice, we have a daily limit of 200, so that means it's going to cost 1,000 to max this out. So if you still have things in the shop that's over 200 star grit, you're missing out on gold. Then we got the weekly tab. You want to make sure you're doing enough things so that way you can max out everything up top, which leads us to our challenges. So starting out with the Bygone Phantasm. So hopefully you ended up doing pretty good last week. I was able to get rank 2, so I got quite a bit of rewards. But don't forget to go ahead and check your bracket to see how hard you're going to have to work this week. Well, look at that. I end up having a nice bracket. I'm already number 1 without having to do anything. So that's pretty nice. Because one thing I do want to stress, you might want to go ahead and try to do your Bygone early, because remember, we got Acritical Island coming out Thursday and there's going to be a lot going on. So trying to climb at the last minute like I did last week may not be the greatest strategy. Then we got Void Risk. We got another attempt today. So again, you want to go in there, get your experience, possibly have a chance to get a matrix, or at the very least, you get a row. Then we have the Wormhole. Now remember, you only have 2 days left to knock out the endless mode. So you want to go ahead and knock that out so that way you can get that energy crystal dust. Then we got Frontier Clash. So again, if you have 3 out of 3 attempts, you want to make sure you knock this out today. On top of that, it looks like we have another good Frontier Clash. The only downside is boat charge reduction rate, but we can still crow, level so we can still get those 5 boxes. And last but not least, we have the Apex League. Again, if you're trying to climb Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. Next, we have our daily buys. So you want to go to shop, hot, and then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now this is only if you can afford it. Next, we have the proof of purchase box. Now, if you're a dolphin or a free to play, you most likely want to go ahead and skip this. But if you're a whale and you're trying to get a Pacific set, this may not be a bad buy. I know Artificial Island is coming out, but still the rates are pretty low to get that SSR matrix. So it's really up to you. Next, we got the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust store. So you want to buy your advancement modules and your booster modules for the week. For your Golden Dust, I recommend that you buy boots because you most likely want to run the joint up that has the gloves. Then we got the weapon store. So if you saw my video yesterday, I recommended that you save your black gold for this week. The reason being is if you're rolling for Claudia, you're going to get a couple SSRs along the way. Or maybe you get super lucky and you just get all the Claudias you want without getting an SSR. But at the very least, you want to wait and see how that turns out. Now let's take a look at the crew store. Now again, I recommend that you don't buy any more potent Omnium crystals. If you're going to spend your points, you want to go ahead and spend it on relic shards. And for me personally, I'm trying to save my points so that way I can buy the Omnium shield. But how you get crew points is you want to make sure you do your daily donations. And also a little reminder, you want to go ahead and accept 4 quests. And there's a couple mistakes that you can make when you're accepting these 4 quests. Now, password chest, I recommend that you do not do this one at all. You want to try to save all your password chips until we get to Vera. Donations, this one's really good because you should be donating every day. Bygone Phantasm, you already know you need to play the Bygone Phantasm every week. And Vitality, that one's pretty easy. When you have something like this, you want to accept these 3, skip this one, and once you complete one of these, you're going to get another mission, and then you want to come back and get that next mission. Then we got the support store, and we got our 3 joint supply chips for the week, so you want to make sure you're buying that. But I don't recommend that you spend your support points on anything else because again, once we get to Vera, supposedly we're able to buy some materials with our support points, so you might as well save. But the best way to get support points is to do Frontier Clash, AFK farm on normal mode. You get 375 support points, machine parts, and lots of experience. The second best way is to do Dimensional Trials, Mixture 1 with a team of 2, and just spam that over and over for 150 support points. You can also do Void Rifts for 150 support points, or you can farm World Bosses to where you force a Cipher and you get 100 support points as well as machine parts. Then we have our optionals. So you might want to go ahead and try to knock out a lot of achievements before we get to Artificial Island. The reason being, once Artificial Island unlocks, there's going to be a lot more achievements, and that might give you enough points to get a few more rolls. Next, you want to go ahead and do your map exploration. I was able to use the new map to go ahead and get the world exploration in all the areas, so now all I got to do is get the supply pots, and I'm going to be using mainly those to help me level up. Or you can go mount farming. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, check out my day 33 video, but other than that, talk with you guys later.